Plant FAQs, Hoya Crimson Princess. See more 566 species in genus Hoya at monsteraholic.com. How to care for Hoya Crimson Princess. The Hoya Crimson Princess, also known as the wax plant, is a beautiful vine with stunning pink and green variegated leaves. Here's a rundown on how to care for this lovely plant. Light. Bright, indirect sunlight is ideal. A spot near an east or west-facing window is perfect. Avoid direct sunlight, especially during hot afternoons, as it can scorch the leaves. Lower light conditions can reduce variegation, so if growth seems slow, consider a brighter location. Water. Water thoroughly when the top inch of soil feels dry. Due to its succulent-like leaves, it prefers to dry out slightly between waterings. Overwatering is a major threat, so ensure the pot has good drainage. Reduce watering in winter when growth slows down. Temperature and humidity. Prefers average room temperatures between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 29 degrees Celsius. While average household humidity levels, 30 to 40%, are sufficient, it thrives in higher humidity, 50 to 60%. Group plants together, use a pebble tray, or mist occasionally, avoiding the leaves, to increase humidity. Potting in soil. Prefers to be slightly root-bound, so repotting only when necessary, typically when roots outgrow the pot. Use a well-draining potting mix formulated for cacti and succulents. Additional care tips. Fertilize sparingly during the growing season, spring and summer, with a diluted balanced houseplant fertilizer. Hoyas love to climb, so provide a moss pole or trellis for support. Wipe leaves occasionally with a damp cloth to remove dust. How to propagate Hoya Crimson Princess. Propagating my Hoya Crimson Princess is one of my favorite plant activities. I usually take cuttings in the spring or summer when the plant is actively growing. I choose a healthy stem with a few leaves and make a clean cut just below a node. Then, I remove the lower leaves to expose the nodes, which will eventually form roots. After that, I let the cutting callus over for a day or two to prevent rot when I plant it. Once it's ready, I either place the cutting in water or plant it directly into moist, well-draining soil. I keep it in a warm, bright spot, but out of direct sunlight until it roots. How to root Hoya Crimson Princess. Rooting my Hoya Crimson Princess cuttings has been quite successful with a few key steps. When I root in water, I place the cuttings in a jar with just enough water to cover the nodes, ensuring the leaves stay above water to prevent rot. I change the water every few days to keep it fresh and watch for root growth, which usually starts appearing in a couple of weeks. If I root directly in soil, I plant the cuttings in a small pot with a mix of potting soil and perlite, keeping it evenly moist but not waterlogged. I cover the pot with a plastic bag or use a propagation dome to create a humid environment, which helps speed up the rooting process. With patience and proper care, the cuttings develop strong roots and are ready to be potted up in a few weeks. Hoya Crimson Princess versus Australia's Lisa. Comparing Hoya Crimson Princess with Australia's Lisa, I found that the Crimson Princess has a more vibrant splash of pink on its leaves, which really stands out against the green. Australia's Lisa, on the other hand, has a subtler pink hue that blends nicely with its variegation, giving it a more understated charm. Hoya Crimson Princess versus Queen. Between Hoya Crimson Princess and Crimson Queen, I prefer the Crimson Princess for its deeper pink colors and compact growth habit. Hoya Crimson Queen, while also beautiful with its pink edges, tends to grow more vigorously and needs a bit more space to flourish. Hoya Crimson Princess versus Tricolor. When it comes to Hoya Crimson Princess versus Tricolor, I appreciate how the Crimson Princess focuses its color in distinct patches on the leaves, creating a more dramatic look. Tricolor, with its blend of pink, cream, and green, has a softer appearance overall, which can be appealing in different settings depending on the aesthetic you're going for.